Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Welcome to your February 2026 tarot message. Let's tune in and see what the Most High has for you. I initially got stargazing as your first oracle message, and it's talking about realizing that nothing is missing from your life. And what let me know to read you guys was the Emperor in reverse. A lot of unsurety that you guys have went through. I feel like this could even be circumstances that just weren't serving your life, and you uncrossing boundaries, or just a lot of self acceptance needed and necessary on this journey to success. A lot of this comes from a lot of goals that you either recognize that you were stepping away from in correlation to this other situation. All right. If it's not that for you, I feel here that it's more about your aspirations changing or shifting if you didn't need to remember some. Okay. I feel here, nevertheless, a lot of you guys could be dealing with a lot of Gemini energy and looking forward to the future, because it feels like a lot of you guys may have even dealt with situations or circumstances with like love, romantic options that just really had you imbalanced, conflicted. A lot of internal conflict in the sacral chakra is really prominent here for Aries. I get that a lot of you guys had energy that wanted to come in and present itself like it was the master of your life, or knew the best for you, the best routes for you. Didn't really know much, didn't really bring much, didn't really have anything that came off the ground too. Some of you guys who shared business goals or aspects with other individuals here, I do see where there's going to be something that deliberately is meant to break apart or gain some instability or imbalance here. For those of you who are entrepreneurs, for example, I do feel here and I'm seeing somebody who may be wanting to shift their living location. You could be wanting to see if a friend or a relative is going to respond to you because you're really tired of a situation with somebody here who's really toxic in a dynamic. It feels like somebody who's not clean, sanitary, somebody who is not responsible, cleaning up after themselves. It feels like you're tired of always having to remind this person to show up as their best self. You have the Emperor in the reverse again, as well as the Three of Strength reversed. Okay, so Aries, I'm also getting here that there's a lot of slander and gossip when it came to work efforts and things like that. It feels like there was some lies that slipped up. I feel like somebody deliberately did not want to disclose an event or whether or not they were going to invite you or somebody else. And something could be related to March 28th, or there is a holiday, or somebody even could be planning a wedding or engagement. Somebody could be planning to get piercings together too, but it feels like somebody deliberately did not want to include you in this future endeavor. Or if this is something here where it's like you're not looking forward to future endeavors with a person, you're too finding it hard to get out of it a little bit. Like, be mindful here about not making excuses because it says that you're strong enough to thrive solo. Um, are you being used or taken advantage of? Have you been feeling like a lot of your friends, family members, or loved ones here are not stable enough to take care of themselves? Are they limited in funds? Or are they, there's something here about somebody who um, has either gotten in trouble at work or is preparing to get in trouble at work. And they're like getting probation. They may not be getting the promotion that they thought that they were. They may not be getting as much. Okay. And so they may have overpromised about what they could give or provide, especially if you guys room together or something like that, take for instance. So I am getting here where you will have to like set a goal or set a standard for yourself or somebody else. Also, be mindful of somebody around you giving you a hard time in spite of situations here where there's a situation that's transgressed where somebody's dealt with an ex. It could be a roommate to you. This person here, they keep giving them chance after chance. There's going to be like some sort of argument and then a come together, or a turnaround in events, okay, that will transgress. But I feel like you're like over this shit. This could be somebody who's just causing a lot of disturbances too. You're not going to be alone. And I also feel here that if you do work from home or something like that, there's going to be some disturbances other than Wi-Fi. There's another person here who's going to like touch it or fuck it up. Especially if it's a man with red hair that's sleeping over with no shirt on it, and they come to like the main area and they have like black or gray shorts on. They weren't trying to be out there long, but shorty just fucked something up and threw a plant over, disturbed a cat. It's like, watch where you're going. All right. You have wrist here that's coming up next for Aries for the month of February. And this is going to be around the 13th to 14th here. Some quality control is going to be really urgent around the 12th. I'm seeing a man who is in a big black truck with big tires or something like that. They are trying to get through to you, something with the Home Depot or repair or something like that. Flowers is what I'm getting, but I'm also getting somebody who's just urgently doing something. Maybe they're into construction in some way, shape, or form, right? But you have flexibility, adapting, free, constraint, sensitivity, post monitoring, and well being. I was seeing some of you guys who've been getting like your driveway cleared out or pressure wash or something like that. Maybe somebody's needing to go do a run or a pickup or something like that. But it's going to serve you well. You may catch a good deal, or you may really like this person. They may treat you very kind. Either it's word of mouth, or you know this person is a family friend or something like that. But they're going to give you a hand and assist you with something that you need, Aries, or you're going to be this assistant to somebody else. And the amount of progression that you provide this person is incredible, especially if somebody is moving, if this is you or someone else. I feel like this is going to be incredibly wonderful. Be mindful about like plans or a ton of optimism, maybe you getting yourself a little bit overworked or worked up. I did pick up on the 10 of wands ever so slightly, didn't I? I did say something about that. Nevertheless, Aries, I do feel here that things are going to turn out very well, very auspicious, being on the move, traveling. Somebody may want to fly you out, fly to see you, or vice versa, something like that. But I do feel here that you're going to have an incredible amount of luck. I said the Eight of Wands. I lied. It's the Knight of Wisdom. It has that energy though. Okay. It is the Knight of Intelligence. And it talks about somebody who may even want to get to know you. I was getting here that somebody's going to call you or want to respond with you about either a flight plan or a quick trip or travel plan, a scheme here of some way, shape, or form that's going to take place in a different state or country, mostly state though. But they want to see like what you think about something, or coming to a gathering or an event, or attributing something here or there around like a destination or a donation scheme or something like that. Be careful when it comes to online endeavors and stuff like that. But somebody's wanting to spitball with you. I'm seeing Aries around that time. Somebody may have a lot of ideas or things that they want to do with you. I'm also seeing that a lot of you guys will have this energy feeling like you're finally coming out of withdrawals when it came to creativity. You could have found it very tough to configure things or get very creative. Okay. That's going to go away. I'm also getting here that when it came to your ideas and plans coming into fruition and action, the 12th through the 14th is going to be a really positive time for you guys. The next card that you have coming up is many moons ago. This is related to the 15th and the 17th, that area. Embrace the wisdom of your past. The past is coming up, and memories, nostalgia here is coming through too. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's an energy that wants to engage with you. If you did check out my shorts, the black cat came out letting me know that a lot of you guys needed to refrain or stay away from exes or people here who weren't serving your highest good. It came out really massively. But I am getting this energy of either you reminiscing or somebody you run into, they cannot get over how you look. Like you're swoon worthy, but I feel here that you haven't thought about this person much. Or if I'm being honest here, it feels like there was something that just was unplanned. There was something here that just stagnated. That's going to make its way or reappear back into your life as an option, an opportunity, something for you to consider or relook at. I feel here that this could even be a creative endeavor or something that you wanted to do in connection to your goals, your career, business too. Some of you guys, you could have considered this a idea related to school or something that you thought it was an option that you found interesting. So take that as a resonance for you, Aries. But I feel like there's a sense of auspiciousness with something. What do I choose? You did not go with this choice initially, but it's turning around for you, or there's an opportunity that comes up here because of your flair or how you're doing things lately, too. I'm also seeing some of you guys may change up your scent, your perfume, or you may invest in like hairsprays or something like that around the 15th or the 17th. It feels like personal care and self-care. Somebody may be doing a Target run. Um, I'm getting that there's going to be a lot of opportunities here for you to come across things or situations, things that you want, and people feeling like the situation with you is not done. unfinished conversations and circumstances, things being left up in the air. I want to say finish what you start, but in this energy, I feel like it's extremely condescending today, Aries. Okay. This is going to be hitting you between and heavily around the 17th. But I'm picking up there's going to be a person who is carrying this similar energy around the 24th of what the hell? They may be an Aquarius, but around the 24th of February, okay? And the reason why they're carrying this energy, I feel here that they were coming out of some sort of deliberate brain fog. All right. Meanwhile, you're finally thawing out from that, or you're a little bit faster or up to speed than they are about this. Right. But I just feel here that something that was trivial in your life, a matter that you found really festered up, or you held on to it a bit longer than you needed to, you're going to be able to subside it. Although there's going to be something that'll come up later in this matter, I feel here that maybe you're not the problem, or, the solution to the situation is definitely not going to come up during this time. So you might as well just separate from that and focus on some other shit. Okay. You may also have a lot of things that you have to do in its own, okay, Aries. And so this is the Most High telling you that although you may not get everything done on your list, it's definitely promising you that if you do work on things here or there, you're going to see tons of improvement, especially when it comes to tidying up, getting some business matters together, paperwork together. And if it comes to like getting outfits together for somebody for some reason, or like pay, like I'm seeing somebody who's sectioning off their money for certain things that they give to, okay, making sure that they have enough, or that they have enough devoted to certain people, places, or things, situations, okay. You have I here as your next card about focus, clarity, prophecy, awareness, good luck. It talks about vigilance too here, okay, Aries. And it also talks about having intuitive insights. A lot of you guys will have gravitational pulls to things that are very intellectual or documentary when it comes to what you watch on TV. The news may have something very prominent or related to you, a loved one. This doesn't feel like it's a negative thing. Something, if this is you, it has something to do with deers, or there's going to be deers right before or right after the shit. Okay, I was just seeing deers that were on the news next to it. Okay, and I'm seeing here that, oh, the Seven of Charisma. It could have something to do with somebody's car, maybe like in winter. They may be like, look at my car on the news, some crazy shit. um, the Seven of Charisma here is in the reverse for Aries, and I feel that you are done with losing out on circumstances, with people, places, and things that you knew were meant to provide you with something that you didn't get. Okay, it feels like there was something here that you thought was going to come in the future, or maybe it was going to be one of those future aspects for you, that may relate to like a future blessing. It is here. Okay, this could even be the signal for something that you thought you were going to get in the past. You don't get it in the past, but you get it this time around. Okay, it may be ever so slightly delayed by a couple of days or weeks, but I feel here that this is like something that's going to go in a successful way, because you separate, or you stop obsessing about the situation. Okay, Aries. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse typically gives me that vibe when I'm picking up that it's not about like rotten or bad soil. Okay, your soil here is good. It's just more so about you obsessing about the outcome, or the situation, or the fact that you did or you didn't get something that you anticipated, or not in the masses that you thought that you would. All right. Nevertheless, here I feel like Most High is like trying to see what you do with it too, with the eye there, and also how you appreciate these blessings. So I'm just going to tell you in advance, because this video is coming out far in advance from this. Be grateful for what it is that you receive. Be grateful for the mindfulness that Source has towards you, as well as how others have it towards you too. If you feel as though, because I feel like this is a limiting belief, but if you feel like people aren't recognizing you, appreciating you, or there's a certain standard that you would like to obtain, but you feel like you haven't had it or achieved it or something like that, do something about it, because I'm seeing that this energy is transmuting itself, where you start to get that accolade, you start to get that blessings, you start to get those declarations of love from those people that you want it from, or somebody here believes that you are their true crush. Okay, Aries, believe it or not, you are very attractive to somebody in their eyes. You have partnership, commitment, and fairness here. Somebody who is very loyal and giving, just as you are, is really interested in you, and perhaps they're dealing with a circumstance where things aren't so pleasing, they aren't so appealing to the eye, to the beholders, to the people involved. And they are so interested in coming towards you and getting out of the wreckage of the situation once everything is complete and finalized. I could be picking up on somebody who is getting a divorce, quietly settling a situation here, marriage, somebody here who is not, somebody who's giving a ring back. Okay, somebody here who is also not receiving what they thought they would over a dinner and something else. And it's because you're here, Aries. Whether you're here already, most of you guys aren't. Some of you guys, you will be running into this person soon after they complete this cycle here that is still ongoing in their life. If you've been wondering where love has been, well, this is where the fuck they're at. They're tied up somewhere and they're hell bent on getting to you, in all honesty. That's the declaration of love here. That's what they want to tell you. They are not happy nor settled wherever it is that they are. That is the overall energy. It feels like somebody wasn't loyal. They couldn't bear fruit there. They couldn't stabilize themselves there. They couldn't stay strong there. So some of you guys, you may recognize that maybe somebody doesn't have children or something like that, but it could be because somebody may have been sterile. That's not going to be for everybody here. But I am also getting that somebody could even be released from work this month. Okay, so be very mindful of that. It feels like due to deception, dishonesty, disloyalty, or somebody here who may have wanted to pretend to be you or somebody else, maybe getting caught up. Okay, so be mindful if somebody is like trying to suspiciously take pictures or look around at people on the camera to see if they look a certain way, if that looks like them. They're trying to figure out if you this motherfucker that's on the camera, and I don't think you are. Okay, it just feels like it's a case of an incident here where somebody just happened to look like you, and motherfucker came off with a nice big amount of pie, and they went a separate way from this company. They're going to get caught up, but they weren't using their better judgment. Nevertheless, here, just be careful if you do work for yourself or if you have your own business and things like that. And if it's separate from where you live, be careful of like the areas that you work around, because you may work around a lot of other entrepreneurs and things like that, or businessmen and women, who work in these areas of like parking lots and stuff. I'm seeing here, if they didn't have it already, because of a circumstance nearby you, they're going to be having cameras or security, or there's some extra like stability for you this month, Aries, and it's prosperous and it's free AF for you. And it's because you deserve it. And I also feel here that a lot of you guys have been dealing with so much toxicity, so much guilt. Some of you guys, you've had guilt for how you've reacted to certain things that have come towards you, even though you weren't necessarily wrong. Okay, you may have even just had spouts of, blurt outs, whatever it may be for you. Okay, Aries, the only, okay, quantum code that came out for you guys this month that will assist you is to heal for overwhelming toxic guilt. Okay, and for that shame that comes with it. It is 15 space 18 space 215. Okay, I do have a description about how to use the quantum code. You can use it on a water bottle and drink it, saying that you are of the code, saying I am of the code is simply how you would do it. You can put it on a candle with your name on it and light it up, and it can help you. Some people use herbs, oils, and things like that. There's a plentitude of ways that you can use it, even on teas. Okay, but nevertheless, Aries, those were your messages for this month. I hope and pray that it serves you well. If it did, thumbs up the video, comment down below, share and subscribe this message. I would really love to read for your energy in the future if you feel like this resonates and that our vibe matches. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love and light to you. May you be blessed. Take care. Bye.